All right, now that we took some time really explaining the factoring of the trinomials in the intro video, you'll see how we can kind of run through these a little bit faster. We've got 4 trinomials to factor. Our first one, well, I can actually make this, oh, there we go. X squared plus 6x plus 5. So when you factor your x squared plus bx plus c, we're trying to find that which binomials will multiply to give us that. The x times the x gives us the x squared, and then what's going to multiply to give us 5? So we think about factors of 5, really just a 1 and 5, that add up to a positive 6. So because your c value is positive, that means you need all positive or all negative factors. They have to add up to a positive 6. We're going to have a positive 1 and a positive 5 because those add up to 6. So how do we check our answer? Or how are you going to show me that you thought through this? You're going to say, all right, well, I know that x times 5 is 5x and 1 times x is 1x, and 5x plus x is how we're going to get that 6x if we were to multiply that through. So we got it. All right, next one, x squared plus 3x minus 10. So again, we're factoring our trinomial. So we're trying to find what binomials will multiply to give us that. The x times the x right here is how we're getting the x squared. Now we have to look at how do we get this negative 10. So we have to find factors of negative 10. So 1 and 10, 2 and 5. Because of the negative 10, that means that I need one negative number in each factor pair. So should the small factors be negative or the big factors be negative? It really depends on your b value. Remember, the larger factors will match the sign of your b value. Your b value is positive, so your larger factors will be positive, meaning our small factors are negative. Okay, so which ones add up to a positive 3? Negative 1 plus 10 is 9, so that doesn't work. Negative 2 plus 5 does work. So we're going to say x minus 2 and x plus 5. And then you're going to say, yep, I really am double checking. Here's my 5x, here's my negative 2x to add up to give me a 3x. So we know we got the right answer. So just think, is it going to benefit you to kind of double check your answers a little bit on this? And, you know, of course it is. So me having you show me that step really benefits you in the long run because you know you're going to end up with the right answers. Okay, so we need to factor the trinomial. So let's find our binomials that will multiply to give us that. We're going to have our x times our x to get us the x squared. Then we look at our c value of 24. How do we multiply to get a 24? Well, let's list our factors of 24. Oops. Okay, so here's one where we want to pay attention to the fact that we're multiplying to a positive 24. So that makes me think, oh yeah, well, all our factors should be positive. But what do they have to add up to? They have to add up to a negative 11x. So these positive factors will never add up to a negative 11. So that's where our little factoring rules with the signs is handy, because we say, oh yeah, well, if I make all the factors negative, the negative 1 times negative 24 still gets us a positive 24. The negative 2 times negative 12 still gets us a positive 24. But now you've got factor pairs that will add up to a negative 11. So we try to find the factor pair that works. That's going to be the negative 8 and the negative 3. So we're going to say x minus 8. Come on, there we go. And x minus 3. And then just do that quick little check. Show me that, yep, I'm positive I picked the pair that will add up to negative 11. So x times negative 3 is negative 3x. Negative 8 times x is negative 8x. And is negative 3x minus 8x negative 11x? Yes, we got it. Well, that was supposed to go with it. That's weird. Oh. Well, Okay, well, you guys wrote that all down, right? We're just gonna push that off to the side. Okay, so x squared minus 7x minus 18. Again, factoring our trinomials, so we do want to find, I'm gonna do this one up here, what but two binomials will multiply to give us that. So x times x gives us the x squared. How do we get the negative 18x? So do you notice how we always look at that c value first? That's kind of guiding the numbers that could possibly go into our binomials up here. That's really important. We look at the c value first and then the b value second. So factors of 18, 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6, but it's a negative 18. So that means you need one negative number in each factor pair. So remember, the larger factors will match the sign of your b value. Because our b value is negative, we want our larger factors to be negative. And again, just by doing that, we can get to the answer so much faster. So which factor pair adds up to a negative 7? That's going to be the 2 and the negative 9. So x minus 2, x minus 9. Show me that you are checking your answer. Here's negative 9x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Do those add up to the negative 7x? They do, so we know we got our answer.